Well, actually, the idea, I wrote the movie, and normally I don't write movies that my students make, but for some reason this year, I'm a big zombie movie fan. I've been watching The Walking Dead, and so zombies are kind of in my mind, and I just thought it's time for us to make a zombie movie here. We've always talked about it, but now it's actually time, and I felt like I had a crew in my practicum class. For the first time, I had a crew that could actually pull it off. And I knew it was going to be a challenge, but I figured this was definitely the year. If it was going to happen, it was going to happen with these guys.
Mr. Besson brought a guy who knew about makeup. His name is Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
And he taught me how to do zombie makeup.
He's a former student here at Travis, and he actually goes to ACC. He's studying to be a theater major and a makeup artist. And I went over to a makeup shop called The Bazaar on Riverside, and to look for makeup, obviously. And there was Dylan. And then we were talking, I was like, well, we're doing a zombie flick. And he was like, well, I know how to do zombie makeup. And I was like, can you come talk to our class and show us? Because literally, I have no idea how to do it. So, help us out. And he came and he kind of showed us what to do.
Oh, we had to, on the costumes, like, we had to rip them off for the zombies. And for me, I was acting, like, for the cheerleading thing, I had to put some things on the shirts. And we had a lot of stuff. Like, we had to do the makeup.
Yeah, you don't realize how much preparation goes into a movie like this until you actually start doing it. We knew that there was going to be makeup, but we didn't. Then we started to realize, oh, no, wait, their shirts have to be ripped up.
Yeah.
They have to be dirty, but they have to be, something an actor could still wear.
We first had to put on liquid latex on the person.
Mm-hmm.
Let it dry and put the makeup on. Like, we have to buy special makeup. Like, depends on, like, the color, kind of grayish. And then you have to let it dry, like, kind of peel it off.
Yeah, that was kind of the hardest part because a lot of the actors didn't like the smell of the liquid latex.
Yeah, it's really strong.
You put it on to make the scars.
Yeah.
And it has to dry. It took about, 5 to 10 minutes to dry, just to dry.
And with the dryer.
With a blower dryer. And then you put on the basic paint.
And then you have to add the shadows, like, the shadows, like, so you could have some depth.
Mm-hmm.
And the lip colors, and you have to, like, color everything. The neck, the ears, your hands, whatever. And if your shirt was ripped, you have to, like, color it too.
We figured it would probably take about 30 minutes to do a zombie. And then we realized it actually takes more, like, closer to an hour to do one zombie. Because everything has to be colored that is exposed. Even the ears, we realized, And then, halfway through the shoot, we realized, well, obviously they need to have long-sleeve shirts. Because if they had short-sleeve shirts, we'd have to color all of this. And then we figured, they can't have shorts. They have to have pants. And so you just start to learn.
Yeah.
And so I went to a thrift store and bought a bunch of old, shirts and zombified them and made them dirty.
The toughest thing is that whenever we do a shot, we do it one shot and they act, their makeup comes off. Mm-hmm. That was the hardest part.
Yeah, that was definitely the hardest challenge, especially toward the end of the movie. There's a scene at the end where there's a horde of zombies. And for the other zombie scenes, it was just one zombie, and they did a couple of actions, a couple of stunts, and the makeup didn't have to be retouched that much. But when we did the horde scene, like literally every single take, we'd have to redo the makeup. Scheduling was a real challenge. And I learned really quickly that in order to do any scene with the zombie, essentially what we had to do is we had to do it over 2 days, every single scene. Mm-hmm. So we would do the first part of the scene, or half of the scene, with the zombie shots one day, focusing only on the zombie shots. And then we would go back the next day and we would go back and get the regular actor shots and then put the two together. That was the only way we could get it done in the context of a class. And then for the big horde scene, obviously the biggest challenge was we needed a big chunk of time to do it. There was no way we were going to do it in anything less than 4 hours minimum. So we had to get everybody up here on a Saturday. And then we had to find the zombies, which was hard.
We had to find people who would want to come on a Saturday and come and act.
So we got some cool people that just happened to volunteer their time, and we were like really appreciative of that for sure. don't be afraid of challenges that come with doing things like makeup and special effects and stuff. I mean, that's kind of what we're here for, is to challenge ourselves. And I'm confident that this movie is going to yet again push the level of what students will see as capable in this class. I love the feeling that at the film festival when students are watching those movies and being like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they did that in high school."
Yeah.
Balancing the toughness, I mean, the all the hard work that was put into this, and to compared to the all the fun that it was, the success that it'll have. I have to ask, would you ever do another project like this again?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we already had an experience with it. We already know how it would be, you know. But yeah, I would.
It'll be a long time before I direct another movie that involves makeup or zombies, that's for sure.